Out to our breaking news we have over on the major crash involving two deputies. The press conference that we talked about earlier is about to begin. Let's go over there now.
The first police car. That first police car then rammed into the second police car that was there, which knocked into a third, ended up closing the whole toll road down. Two of our deputies were outside of the car when the first truck hit the first patrol car, striking both deputies. One of the deputies was life flighted downtown to Memorial Hermann. The other one is being transported by ground. At this point, we don't know the content of how bad their injuries are. They're still being assessed down at Memorial Hermann by the doctors. We have deputies down there, so as soon as we know what their injuries are, we'll be able to pass that on. Again, it's just another example of how dangerous the job can be, no matter what we're doing. This one instance, this truck that hit the other car, not only caused the injuries to our two deputies, the person that was in the back of the car, the one that was walking down, is also being transported to the hospital. So he's being checked out for his injuries. And the vehicle that struck the patrol car was being driven by a male that we believe is intoxicated.
You do believe that person was intoxicated?
Correct.
Are you able to tell us if they were showing signs of impairment or what?
Yeah, he was showing several signs of impairment, and they're working on getting a warrant to draw his blood at this time.
So to make sure I heard it right, the truck hit one precinct 4 car, and then that one hit two other ones?
Yes, it knocked it into a second car, and then that second car was knocked into a third car. And of course the damage rating goes with that. The first car hit was damaged pretty bad. The second one still had some good damage to it, and the third one was a lot more minor. So the deputy that was in that third car at the time, he is okay.
So it was a truck that caused it in 3 precinct 4 cars?
Correct. Yep.
Do you know the extent of the injuries?
We don't know yet. We just know that the deputy was life flighted down to Memorial Hermann. Like I said, he's being assessed by the doctors right now to find out what the total extent of the injuries are. But at this point, we do believe it's serious.
What do you know about the guy who was running down the road?
Nothing yet, other than we don't know why he was on the road. Like I said, they just been able to stop. They're able to locate him and put him in the car to get him off the freeway. And that's when the drunk driver ran into the patrol car.
So two deputies that were hit, you said that they were outside of their SUVs and were they smushed in between?
Still checking. We don't know exactly if they were hit between the cars, got knocked from one car into the other car.
And the man who was in the deputy constable's vehicle, do we know?
His injuries appear to be non life-threatening at this time. So he's being, like I said, he's being transported to the hospital. He's probably just now getting there, and they will assess him also.
And I know that you said you can't really speak to the conditions of your fellow deputies right now, but is there any indication that they're going to survive? They'll be okay? Or?
One we believe for sure. The other one, like I said, we're still being assessed. I haven't had any information from the hospital yet to pass on for him. But I know he was life flighted, so he was life flighted. It's going to be some serious injuries.
It's a major investigation.
Yeah.
Lanes closed. What are we telling?
Yeah. Right now, the eastbound lanes of the toll road just before Ella are closed. So do all you can to avoid this area for the next little while. They are actively investigating it now. We've got the accident investigators on the scene. We've got drones up in the air, and hopefully they can get this wrapped up not too much further into the rush hour so we can get this opened up.
And everything was eastbound. The guy was running down the freeway.
Correct.
Eastbound.
Everything was eastbound.
And
Just right at Ella.
And just so we understand, so there were 3 precinct 4 SUVs that were involved.
Correct.
Truck hit them. Were there any other cars involved?
No.
Okay.
No. Luckily, at that time in the morning, which was just before 4, there's not a lot of cars on the road. So, like I said,
all right, we have been listening to this press conference from a public information officer. If you are just joining us, we have found some new information here. This major crash after 2 deputies were hit by a driver on the Sam Houston Tollway. 3 cruisers involved total, and then 2 deputies were transported, one by helicopter to Memorial Hermann Hospital, also one taken by ambulance.
The injuries for the one who is, of course, taken by life flight are serious. That's really all we know about the injuries at this point. In addition, they said a third person is transported, somebody who was in the back of a patrol car. All of this new, and of course, all of this right now impacting traffic. We'll be following it throughout the morning. We'll be right back after this break.